Welcome to a new daily top AskReddit video. Today's topic:
what have you been genetically blessed with and nerfed with? I'm 62 with abundant hair and not a speck of grey. I have the eyesight of a garden mole. Well, has your hair been independently verified, or is that what you see in the mirror? Closing parenthesis. My wife grooms me like we're a pair of chimps. She claims it's not fair. Crazy Jill, the woman who cuts my hair, said that the other women in her shop argue about whether I dye my hair or not. A voice that was made for radio. And a face that was made for radio. I have a face for radio and a voice for silent movies. Voice for print: tears of joy. When I gain weight, it goes first to my ass, hips and thighs. They get rounder and give me an overall curvy shape. Belly mostly flat. The problem is that I am a hetero male. There is a market for this. Blessed with good looks, amazing cheekbones. Nerfed by MS eating my brain and spinal cord. Jesus weary, I'm sorry. Blessed by an hourglass figure and a very analytical brain. Also nerfed by MS leaving little gifts of lesions in my brain. Hooray. I have the analytical brain as well. But 17 years since diagnosis, I am starting to feel it slipping away. Brain atrophy as well as confluent lesions forming. C'est la vie. Fuck Microsoft. Blessed with being a really good long-distance runner, nerfed by becoming paralyzed from the belly button down. Good on you for running long distance while you still could. I have a working lower body and hyperventilate from taking the stairs. Good problem-solving skills, but nerfed with the ability to procrastinate until it's an emergency. Same, it's the ADHD for me. Ha ha ha, guess what I'm doing right now? The answer is procrastinating. I basically never get ill. I've never had to take antibiotics as an adult. I'm annoyingly hairy though, for a woman. I just pictured an old Eastern European man pointing to you while telling his grandchildren in a very thick accent you're who they should marry because you're kind and you'll make strong children. Ah, rare compliments. Smart enough to get a PhD in a natural science, doomed to spend an absurd amount of time shitting because of ulcerative colitis. In the same boat where I can get a PhD in biochemistry and microbiology with high-impact journals, nerf as I have bipolar, borderline, and ADHD. How did you manage to study with ADHD? I suspect I have it, undiagnosed, and my studying usually ends up with me cramming everything into 1 to 2 days of flow state before exams, which can't be a good solution long term. Blessed with big boobs, nerfed with no ass. Edit, to everyone telling me to go to the gym and giving me advice, I want you to know that I am not trying to improve myself by getting a bigger ass. I am very satisfied with my body. I am also well aware that an ass can be built. I just think it's funny that I'm shaped like an AirPod, and I thought this would make a relatable comment. Hopefully there's other people looking at these comments and getting the advice they were looking for, though smiley face. Same here. I'm shaped like the letter P. Maybe you can get a sweet gig on Sesame Street. This week is brought to you by the letter P. And then you walk out. The AirPod build pensive face. PCOS, build muscle easily, gain and keep on fat easily, tears of joy. Fellow PCOS here, though I got the muscles and a hairy chin instead of the fat. PCOS here got ridiculous muscles, fat, and chin hair. So, yeah. Blessed, high-functioning autism. Nerfed, high-functioning autism. Same, but it's the ADHDs. Dicey brains, real good for some stuff, pretty bad for other stuff. Like a F1 car with no brakes. It's infuriating being able to actually see the crash coming and not be able to stop. Naturally straight teeth and never had a cavity. I am incredibly tall for a woman and have scoliosis. I suppose the scoliosis helps you be slightly less tall, haha. Great height, not great length. Great height, great length, bad enough face to make both irrelevant. I'm the opposite, lol. Ya boy is 5'7" but packin' haha. Well, if science ever reaches this point and you wanna be taller, I'll happily trade you an inch for an inch, tears of joy. If I was attractive at all or had any amount of ass, it would be over for you bitches. Exclamation mark. God knew you would be too powerful, tears of joy. Once I lose weight, dress better, clear up my skin, develop some social skills, manage my depressive episodes, and come into some money, I will be fucking unstoppable. I will do anything to get 8 hours of sleep except for go to bed 8 hours before I need to get up. Good looks, fetal alcohol spectrum disorder. Found Channing Tatum's Reddit account. Fucking savage. I went grey at 16, but now love my grey hair. I'm very tall, naturally quite densely built, even though I'm a bit on the chubby side. Square jaw, thick eyebrows, hairy chest, happy trail on my belly. Probably look like I could do okay in a fight. More than once, strangers have compared me to Gaston. I'm not that muscular, but yeah, I can see where they're coming from. I was born female. 10 out of 10 post. Love yourself less than 3. Me, a guy, how is this a downsy? Oh. Quote. Blessed with being smart, nerfed with absolute laziness. Being smart during childhood means I never learned good study habits. Thinking I'm lucky in life in that I have it easier also deterred me from physical activities, thinking no one had to put in as much effort as it would take me to get half as good as other kids, so I must be just one of those naturally bad at whatever, so no point in working on it. End result, never learning to put in more effort than I needed to ace the test. No need to do homework or study or work hard. Plus one, I can probably be the top 0.1% in my field or top 1% in anything if I could just get my ass off. It's a very slow destruction of the self-skeptical smiley face. Very classic ADHD presentation. I'm the same, could be at the top if I applied myself, was at the top when I was younger and not yet burnt out. Now I'm exhausted and feel lazy, but I'm actually just paralyzed by executive dysfunction most of the time, upside down face. Genetically blessed with a super active immune system. I recover from things really fast and really well. Wounds and diseases. Nerfed with a super active immune system, it goes into overdrive at the touch of a button. I get inflammation from lots of things and it makes me sick for days or weeks. ADHD. ADHD. Thing that has my interest, do the thing to the point of near mastery, it gets all my focus, I learn everything I can about it, and I can talk about it to everyone around me with knowledgeable enthusiasm. Thing that no longer has my interest, dead to me, can never do it again, or talk about it without shame. Good looks, great body, and I look significantly younger than my 40 years thanks to my Japanese genes. I'm so nearsighted that I look like Hans Moleman the moment I put on my glasses. Blessed with naturally thick, curly hair that hairdressers always compliment. Nerfed with the worst hay fever you can imagine. Thring isn't romantic when you're sneezing 20 times in a row and your eyes are constantly watering. Allergy shots are incredible for this. I used to not be able to go outside for more than a minute without my eyes swelling up. I was allergic to every single pollen they tested for, but after shots I can. Blessed with breasts, nerfed with a lot of breasts. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine a chick, the hive maiden, scuttling out of her mottled carapace. Her inviting, translucent thorax heaving with ripe larvae. She retracts her guard plates, where 40 alien breasts bristle with nipples. Heavy is the neck that bears the breasts. I'm 7 feet 1 inch, huge blessing and a huge curse. On average, people my height live 12 to 15 years less than average size people. All the other issues I can deal with, that one is hard to overlook. How is being 7 feet 1 a huge blessing? Are you an NBA center? Yeah, I feel like 7 feet 1 inch is way past the point where the disadvantages start to outweigh the advantages of being tall. Literally everything, everywhere you go, will be too small for you. Don't get me wrong, I'd absolutely like to be 7 feet tall for a day just to know what it's like, but I feel like the daily struggles that come with being too big for everything would drive me insane eventually. As someone who's 6 feet 1 inch, if you gave me the choice to be any height I want, I don't think I'd like to, permanently, be any taller than 6 feet 4 inches. Obviously I've never been 7 feet tall though, so who knows, maybe I'm just unaware of the benefits of being that tall. Blessed to have the ability to hyperfocus on and really get things done, nerfed heavily with the fact that it's only with things I find interesting, everything else will literally put me to sleep with boredom. ADHD is a motherfucker. Edit, lot of you folks been saying you wish you had got tested. What's stopping you? I didn't get diagnosed until the age of 27, it's not too late. Proper medication makes a hell of a difference in your life. Yup. Cursed to be obsessed with random useless shit. Gaining muscle mass like it's nothing. I'm a woman, IBS and PCOS. High five for PCOS muscles. I'm considered attractive while being relatively intelligent, relative to a dog or a small woodland animal. I suffer from depression. Could be related. Intelligence can lead to understanding the world and how manipulative those in power are and how easily the general public eats it up following emotion over logic. Big if true. Blessies with high IQ but nerfed with the attention span of a goldfish on caffeine. You ever been checked for ADHD? Come and join us in the never quite lived up to their potential crowd. Blessed, my family has high levels of testosterone, meaning I'm a whole lot stronger than I look. Nerf, I weigh a lot more than I look like I do, too, for the aforementioned reason, so I also have bad ankles, knees lol. I'm the same way. People are usually shocked when they learn I'm 300 pounds. My friend is the same height, with a bigger belly than mine, and he weighs 40 pounds less than I do. His healthy weight is 175, while mine is 210 pounds. Though I don't have bad knees or ankles, I have depression and ADHD, tinnitus, tendinitis in my forearms, and pretty bad eyesight. Model figure without sports smiley face. Bipolar disorder sad face. Blessed with height, being naturally thin, conventionally attractive, smart enough to get a PhD in genetics. Cursed with major armpit stank. Like y'all don't even understand how much time and product goes into me not smelling like a barn animal. I've literally had to see doctors about it. You can get Botox injections to reduce armpit sweat by 82% to 87%, so it will greatly reduce odor. It supposedly lasts 3 to 12 months. It's FDA-approved Botox for sweating. Does it work? +1 for the Botox. It was used for excessive sweating long before its cosmetic uses, and is very effective. Naturally straight teeth and I look younger than I am. Asshole like a walnut. What does this mean exactly? It means squirrels can't resist it. Probably hemorrhoids. It looks just like a walnut woman shrugging light skin tone rolling on the floor laughing.